Hello. Welcome back to me. Y'all have been here. Y'all have been scrolling through your YouTube page and not seeing anything from me. Allow me to explain. First of all, filming this on my computer. I don't deserve fancy lighting right now. I don't deserve my iPhone quality. I deserve exactly what you're getting right here because I have been a horrible poster. When the going got tough, I got going. And let me tell you, after I moved into college, after I had done my crying because my parents had left me, I was a little distracted by my new schedule, by the fact that I now had to suddenly feed myself and make sure I went to bed on time and interact with new people. It was a lot. But I'm here to say I've survived it. I've been going to classes, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. Let me tell you what I haven't been doing. Reading. August 19th, I was still reading We Are the Ants. And it was already taking me longer because I was trying to get organized. As you can see, I don't even really have that much left. Like, it could have been done by now. But it was taking me longer because I was so distracted with packing and making sure I had everything and, trying to feel like I was getting used to college and like I was prepared for myself, that I just didn't end up reading. Like, it's just like everything froze, I want to say. My YouTube channel froze, my Bookstagram froze, my life kind of froze outside of school, if that makes sense. Reading slumps are extremely hard for me because I love reading, and when I get to do it a lot, I feel better about myself. I feel like I can carry conversations. I feel like I'm doing something productive besides being on my phone. My screen time has been up since school started, mostly because and it's weird because I'm on my computer all the time because everything's on Zoom, yet I still want to look at my phone and go on social media once the day is over, So yeah, I haven't been using my time wisely when it comes to reading. And I hate reading slumps, but I'm going to get better. I'm going to get back on it. I've been going through it, but I will be going back to college, to my dorm, to my life in San Marcos on Monday, and I'll come up with some content to film there. I have a lot of friends there. I almost said that, but I have friends there. I can let them in on the secret. It's not a secret. They can find it. I've made it easy for them to find it. They just haven't. But yeah, I've got a lot of ideas up here and I really want to execute them and I want to keep this thing going. I hope you guys can forgive me. Now, without further ado, we're going to move into my August wrap up. Period.
Stop, don't stop, bounce with it. Puppy dog, bounce it in the box like this. Don't stop, bounce with it. You a good little puppy.
Okay, so I decided this is how I'm gonna do my wrap up for August. Quite chaotic, if I might say so myself. But you know what? So am I. For this book, I'm using the thermal filter because I read Little Fires Everywhere. You can track temperature through a thermometer, so it makes sense. Little Fires Everywhere is a great book. I originally wanted to read it because I heard the movie. I heard the show was so good on Hulu, and I started the show, didn't really like it, just because I always like books better than the movies. But they were phenomenal actors, so yeah, I don't really have to say much about it. I loved it. I know some people don't like it as much as I did, but I thought it was interesting. One review I saw for the book stated that Celeste Ng didn't do a great job of letting you decide who was right and who was wrong. I didn't really feel that. I feel like she did a great job of letting you decide who was right and who was wrong. At some points, I did question characters who we were supposedly supposed to think were right because of her writing. I mean, I ended up supporting... I think I said it right the first time. If I didn't, you know what I mean. I don't want to say too much about it because I think if you haven't read this book or you haven't watched the series, you really should. There are a lot of changes, and once you finish Little Fires Everywhere, both elements you should or you feel like you chose. Why did that turn red? Anyways, once you feel like you've kind of gotten your fill of Little Fires Everywhere, there is a Watch Mojo video explaining all of the disconnects and like what changes, and I personally like the choices made in the book better. Alright, next book I read in August was Gone Girl. Decided to use the black and white filter just because it gives me that vibe, like, you know, like a missing poster, like Amy Dunn's missing, blah blah blah. This is one of those books that I decided to read because I felt like it was not really a classic per se, but just kind of one of those books that you have to read in your lifetime. You know, everybody talks about it, that kind of thing. So I read the book, and then like a few days later, or maybe like a week or two later, I ended up watching the movie. I thought it did a good job of like complementing the book, not outshining it, not making it seem like bad or anything. It just did a good job of complementing it. But yeah, I think taking my time to read Gone Girl was a good choice on my part. It's a book I've always felt like I wanted to read. I saw my aunt had it at one point in my life, and I really wanted to get my hands on it, and I'm glad I did. The book started off fairly slow, and I think I mentioned that in my Goodreads review. I was like, what is all the hype about? And I usually do that during books because it takes me so long to get into them. Not so long, but it takes me a while to get into books. And I'll be like, what is going on, you know? So yeah, but I enjoyed it, and I do recommend that you read it if you haven't. It's a good little mind-boggling thing that's going on, and Gillian Flynn does a great job of taking you on a journey through her writing. I'm back. The last book I read in August. I only read 3 books. I really tried to shoot for more so I could beat what I read in, what's the month before August? July.
Are you dumb? Let me find out if you're dumb. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Hold on. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
I'm laughing at this filter. Honk honk. Anyways, I ended up not reading as much as I wanted to, but that's okay. I read, and that's all that matters. So I did read Such a Fun Age. I'm glad I got my hands on that book. Let me tell you, it was a journey getting that book. It really wasn't. I just don't like spending, well, I love spending money, and that's the problem. But I ended up getting the book through Mercari. Like, somebody was selling it. They read it once. They didn't want it anymore. And then, like, as soon as I got it from Mercari for like $20, like with shipping and everything, I ended up seeing it somewhere else for like much less, and I'm like, I'm glad I have it. I'm glad I have it, whatever. Do I wish I spent that much money on it? No, because I could have used that $20 for like Chipotle or something. I dived into this whole book in my last video. The last video I posted was about Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid, and I see the hype. I really do. I love that there was hype for this book because it's a story that I feel like most people try to shy away from when it's like a real problem in I can't take myself serious. I feel like it's a story most people try to shy away from, you know, like people don't want to hear about, you know, somebody being accused of something. People would rather turn a blind eye to it, and that's not okay. And so Kylie Reid with this book, she kind of put it in your face, and the hype around this book kind of had you, kind of forced you, even if you didn't read it, to think about society's impact on Black women. And I love that, period. Like I said, I divulged into this on my last video.
Dumb, are you dumb, dumb, dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb, 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 dumb? Are you dumb?
So if you want to check that out, I'll put the link in the description down below. I need to figure out how to do that iCard thing. I don't even know what side it is because I want to do some polls and everything too, and that would be fun. So yeah, Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid. Highly recommend that you pick it up. I recommended it in my last video. I'm going to keep mentioning that because I'm plugging it. But yeah, read it, period.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was lovely to have you this year. See you next year, or not.
Okay guys, those are all the books I read in August. I'm a little disappointed in myself, not gonna lie. Can't lie on here because I didn't read as many books as I wanted to. But you know what? The fact that I read at all is fine. But I'm definitely gonna kick myself back into reading. But we talked about in my voice class how having a blue light on all day, because I'm on Zoom like all day for all my classes, and then I'm on my phone scrolling through TikTok and like Snapchat and Instagram and everything, and it takes a lot on your body and your mental health. So I'm gonna get back into reading, and I'm gonna try to read in my free time because I think that's really good, and I really want to finish We Are the Ants. I really do like it so far. I want to see what the outcome is because right now I'm a little conflicted with the main character. I don't need to go into it because, you know, I don't know enough to have a conversation about this, and this isn't what this video is about. But I do want to say that I will try harder, a lot harder, to become active in the book community again, because it is something that I really do enjoy, and it's a part of my personality that I feel like is something I should cherish forever, throughout college, throughout my entire life. And it's a good day to be a reader. I don't know why I did that, but thank you for watching. If you for some reason like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hang out, leave a comment, do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to force you to do anything. And I will see you in the next video very soon.